What's going on, everybody? Another episode of X on the Beach. We get X in la playa. Little dick energy pulling queens. And will somebody love Jaless? Tune in. It's ladies' night.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What up, everyone?
Hey.
Welcome back to Ladies Night.
Hope you guys like the setup. It's pretty and pink.
Pretty and pink.
For us, on Thursdays, we rock out in pink.
Yeah, because we definitely ain't wearing it.
Right. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of X on the Beach, the after show. I'm your girl, Melody Rose, and I am not by myself. As you know, I got my girl, Sinse. Don't play.
Yes, I'm in the building, barely making it, but I'm so glad that I'm here to talk about the show and to be here with you guys, tuning in the live chat. What up, y'all?
Yes. Special announcement, guys.
Yes.
We will be taking your calls later on, so stay tuned for that.
Exactly.
But, you know, we're not alone here. It's ladies' night. We have another lady in the building.
Yes.
So it's guest time. It's not the same without the boys. What up, guys? She snatched up Jaless's man.
Okay.
And made herself right at home. What up, Alexis?
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I know.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy for you to be here. You know, you definitely graced reality television so, what is it, just queen-like, you know?
Yes.
I mean,
yes. Came in
definitely.
here, everybody wanted to hate you, but absolutely could not.
Yeah, no one
Shout
could
out
hate
to you.
Thank
I
you.
don't think that's an easy thing to do.
It's not. It's very rare.
It was a weird experience
Really?
coming into.
Yeah.
For
All right.
sure.
Well, that's what the show is about, and it was a interesting episode. So let's.
Interesting.
Hop
It was
right
dry.
in.
It was dry.
I try to be nice.
I know. I had to just go right with it. This episode just sucked.
Wasn't doing it for
It
you?
was not doing it, except for
What?
the Magic Mike moment. I was here for it
Okay.
all the way.
You're excited
I
about that.
I was like, that was an amazing moment.
All right. Well, we can stop. We can start at the top of the show, and it starts with Shannon and Anthony.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh.
broken record at this point. Shannon is pulling him for a chat, and he straight up says, "I need you to stop trying." So how do we feel about them at this point? What is it? Are you around to see the back and forth? Or not really back and forth, it's just Shannon, really?
No, there's back and forth.
Really?
I feel like
Really?
there's stuff that we're not seeing that makes it
Okay,
you know,
because we see Anthony being super just like quiet, like
Yeah.
not saying anything.
Anthony was he was back and forth.
Okay.
I think it makes it seem like he's very get away from me. But he was a little teeter-totter as well. And so I think
Really?
that's why Shannon was like, I'm coming back.
I mean, because I'm like, are we missing
Yeah.
something here? Because
Right.
literally, it's her like expressing.
She's just screaming like, love me, and he's
Yeah.
just...
I definitely wasn't present for the love me conversations,
Yeah.
obviously, because they're by themselves. But there was more back and forth than we're seeing on the show.
Okay, yeah, because I'm like, we're
Yeah.
missing a lot of things, and then that brings me back to last episode because I'm like, I feel like he definitely regretted hooking up with Shannon if he's really over here saying like, you need to stop trying to pursue me.
But then he hooks up with her again this episode. So
I know.
I'm just like...
I'm telling you, the back and forth.
Y'all.
So it's like, how do you take him seriously when he's like, I don't want to be with you, but then they're like making out?
Yeah, they're making out at the party. Is it really as long
Right.
as it looks? There?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it was a minute. They made out for a while.
I'm not here for them.
I like PDA.
I mean,
Me too. I'm disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm PDA with it. You know, I don't know about you, but
I'm not.
No, I'm always like all over my man.
Yeah.
Speaking of being all over your man, we see you on the couch with Cam in front of our girl Jaless.
Right.
How does that? Do you feel awkward at all? Do you feel like she's uncomfortable? Are you thinking of her at all at this point?
Because she's clearly seeing y'all.
Yeah.
God, I don't know, like getting back into that moment. For me, it wasn't like I was coming to steal her man. I was just getting mine.
Yeah.
So like he had been mine. And so I felt like he was stolen from me. I was just taking him back. So
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to come in there and like rock her boat. Like I hugged her. I was like, it's not this. You didn't know about me. Mm-hmm. You didn't know our situation. There's like no bad blood with me and her. But I also wasn't there to just chill at the house. Like I was there to get Cam back. So
Right.
like I was doing what I was doing.
Since we're talking about it, we should just get into this and we'll
Okay.
finish this dry
Yeah.
episode later because this is way more juicy
Yes, it is.
than the episode. So, talking about, like, you know, him being yours, you coming on the show, we kind of know the background. Like,
Yes.
you know, you guys have been dating for, was it 2 years?
Yeah, off and on for about 2 years.
And he was living with his ex.
Sure was.
So how is this dynamic? You know, because it's like, how do you date someone, you know, knowing that they live with their ex? I mean, or like, did she know about you? Like, how did this all work out?
Yeah, she was very aware of me. When the first night Cameron and I hung out, he was like, "Listen, I just want to put out there, one of my roommates is my ex-girlfriend. She's like family. It's like a sister thing. So I don't want you to feel weird about it, but I just wanted to put it out there because it's been a deal breaker before."
Okay.
And I was like, "Dope. Like, you were super honest about it. It seems
Okay.
like there's nothing with you guys. I'm going to keep pursuing you."
And you actually, like, would go to the apartment and meet this ex.
Yeah, I wasn't at the apartment all the time, but yes, I'd go to the apartment and we would like be at the same parties. And she was very much so aware of me. Even if she
Okay.
wanted to pretend like I wasn't a thing, she knew exactly who I was.
Were you introduced to her as the girlfriend?
I wasn't ever like, "Hey, Alexis, hey, Ariana, we're meeting." It was just like we were just in the same places. She would avoid me like the plague. Like,
Okay.
she would really, honest to God, pretend like I didn't exist.
Okay.
Like a denial thing, I think.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, because I'm trying to picture it. I'm like,
I can't picture it.
No, guys,
weird.
it's a real thing.
So the whole time you guys were having your situation, it pretty much broke you guys up because, I mean, who would really want to date someone who's living with their ex? I mean,
Right.
yeah, it's kudos to him for being honest.
Right.
But clearly he wasn't fully honest because, I mean, they clearly were messing around. Like, he says it on the show. You saw that episode, right?
I sure did.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did it just make you feel like, okay, so coming onto the beach, you know you're going to see him.
Right.
Up until this point, like, okay, the Gillette stuff happened.
Yeah.
But were you still writing off of the fact, like, did you know that him and his ex were still having sex?
No.
Okay.
No.
Ooh.
Cameron is good at keeping
No.
his skeletons in the closet.
Well, yeah, and that was the thing, is that she was never like brought to my attention as someone that he was still messing with.
But okay,
Did you ever ask him?
Yeah. Oh my God, all the time. He'd be like, "No, Alexis." Like, he'd get mad.
Yeah.
That I would keep asking
but
about
you
it.
knew that he
I
was living
kn-
with his ex, even
Yes,
though
yes,
he
yes.
said sis or whatever.
Yes,
That's his ex.
they've known each other since they were like little, not
Okay.
little like baby little, but young.
They grew up together.
Yeah, and so I was like, "Oh, like, I mean, I have guy friends that I've never."
But you
hooked
don't
up with
call
them.
your exes
No.
your family. So wasn't that a
Right.
red flag for you?
Well, she called Cameron her family.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you people?
I
I can't get on board with
That
that.
ain't your
did.
family. Okay.
Yeah. No, it was just the way he spoke about her. I was like, "There's no threat."
Okay.
But then
So
as
he
our
pretty much,
relationship
yeah.
kept going, she would like, he'd be at my house and she would call him all the time, FaceTime him all the time. I'm like, my roommates like want to know where I am, but they're not
Yeah.
calling me like that. Like,
Okay.
and so then
So there was
I would
flags.
start like questioning. I would be somewhere and she literally, I'm talking at like the plague. Like, I was death. I was
So
Ebola.
she just, okay, she avoided you.
And she avoided me. And then I was like, because when Cam and I first started dating, I reached out to her.
Okay.
And I was like, "Hey, like, I know you and Cam are best friends. If you're super important to him, like, I want you to be important to me too. If we keep going in this direction."
Shit. He was really being nice.
And
okay.
I really was. And she
Yeah.
was like, "You're the last person I want to get to know. Like, don't ever hit me up again, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, well, "Okay, well, I tried."
Okay,
That was, like,
so
my-
you didn't take it as a sign like, okay, she clearly still has feelings for
Yeah.
him.
Oh, no,
like,
I always knew that she had feelings for him.
Okay.
But but Cameron always said, he's like, "I can't," what would he say? He was like, "I can't control what she feels towards me. I can, like, control what I feel towards her."
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he was really smooth. He
Yes.
clearly
Yeah,
was a smooth
basically.
talker.
Oh, he's very charming. You see him on the show. He's very charming.
I mean,
How he speaks is charming.
I mean,
I
Guys,
don't.
come
I
on.
think it
I
takes
mean-
a certain type of girl to fall for that charm.
yeah, I mean, but he's good looking too. So
That's
it's like,
pretty
you know,
much it, though. I'm not rocking with you if you live with your ex.
I mean, Gillette fell for him pretty quickly.
I mean,
so
but
there's clearly
that's-
something there. Like, she fell day one.
But that's
okay?
Gillette. She's a special girl.
That is
I love
true.
her, but she's
Okay.
just, you know.
Okay. So So pretty much, you know, how did you feel like you were going to handle it as soon as you walked up on the beach and you saw him? So not knowing clearly the situation with his ex, but, you know, I mean, it looked like to us you handled the hookup with Gilles. I mean, it was heartbreaking to watch, but what was going through your brain at that moment?
When I was in the Shack of Secrets?
The Shack of Secrets. The Shack.
The Shack. I mean, they put me in there right when I got there. Like, that was legitimately when I walked in. That wasn't like I walked around for a little bit. I was right when I was in there. And I think in my head, I was just like Cam and I weren't together at all before we went on to the show. Right. So it wasn't like he didn't.
Oh, you guys weren't even together.
When was the last time you saw him prior to that?
I mean, I probably saw him. We went and I think we got dinner like a week or so before, but we weren't having sex. We weren't nothing like that.
Okay.
And so then I'm seeing all that stuff, and yeah, I'm freaking upset because I love him, but he was single.
Okay. Makes
so
sense.
I think that's why people were like, "Oh, she handled it so well. Like, how did she not like chew him out or chew out Gilles?" Like, they were both single.
Yeah.
And I can't knock him.
I relate to that. I mean, I relate to that. You know, if you're single, you're single. And
just because like no one wants to see that.
No,
I was like I could have
course.
lived my entire life without watching that. And it sucks that you're able to like go do that.
Yeah.
But we weren't dating.
If
we were like still talking and we were like, hey, when I come on the show kind of thing, but we weren't.
Yeah.
We really weren't.
So, oh my goodness. Okay, so you pretty much just like avoided the big red flag that he was living with his ex.
100%.
Okay.
For sure.
You avoided
For sure
that
did.
like the plague.
Like I'm just gonna own that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't
She's
seem,
owning it because you know what? We all been there.
I mean,
sometimes you don't want to believe the bitches around the corner. You know what I'm saying? But you know she there. She's like, hello. You know.
Yeah.
We all been there.
I feel it. So you definitely came on the show looking to get into a relationship with him or seeing where it goes. What was?
I just wanted to see Cam and I. It was always like things were like kind of cracked. It was never like we completely shut doors on things.
Right.
It was like, oh, you know, one day kind of thing. Or
But you knew he was still living with his ex.
I knew he was still living with
and you
her
were still willing to give it another shot.
because I knew that their lease was ending. Which is the only. That's why, like, if you guys see my bio on like the MTV website, it said, "Will he break his lease for love?"
Oh my god, I'm done.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
I'm done.
Yeah, no, it was just Cameron. It's so funny because he talks so much on the show with people, but he was like, he's kind of hard to communicate with outside. And so I was like, we're in this situation, like we're forced to actually talk about everything, and we both can't leave.
Yeah.
Like we both can't avoid this.
Right.
So it was like a situation where everything had to be out on the table, and I was like, why not?
Yeah, because sometimes when things are out on the table, it either makes like a relationship stronger or it crashes.
Totally.
And I guess we will see. You know, when those waves hit. All right.
We'll see.
Speaking about, before we get into, I was talking about waves here, and I don't know why it just made me think that you guys need to go subscribe to AfterBuzz TV. Make sure you guys go to this video specifically and like, and you know, leave us a comment. You guys know you love to leave your comments, and I love reading them. So keep doing that, and we just want to thank you for, you know, being a part of AfterBuzz, and it just means so much to me because I get to express my feels.
You got a lot of them.
Instead of yelling at the TV,
Yes.
I can just speak it to y'all right here. So do that.
All right. Okay, let's jump right back into this episode. So it's Crush Week, and they get to vote for who they think should go on a date. And I did not like that they chose
It made no sense.
Devin. So everyone got to vote in this and voted for majority was Devin? Really?
Everyone got to vote.
Who did you vote for?
Oh God, I think I voted for myself.
Well, you can't vote for yourself.
Oh, I voted for Cam. Then I voted for Cam.
That would make more
Okay.
sense.
I wanted to go on the date, so I voted for Cam.
Right.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course.
I don't
I-
get how Devin and Marie...
They kind of like campaigned for it a little
Okay.
bit. Like they were
Okay.
like, we want to go on this date, we want to get out of the house and like see if this is a real thing or not.
Honey, because it was fake as fuck.
And so
maybe
then
they're
they
really
went.
trying to figure out if it was real. Because I'm still trying to figure out what's real. Like, where is that?
A lot of people
Wow.
are. A lot of people are. For
in
sure.
the house, do you guys look at this and think this is a real relationship?
This whole experience was brand new to
Mm-hmm.
me. Like I wasn't on any sort of show or anything before, and so the whole time I'm just like what's happening
Mm-hmm.
with everybody. So I had no idea. I mean, I didn't know who people were before. I didn't really watch any
So you
of the
didn't watch
shows.
reality TV?
Not really. And so I was like, I didn't know their.
You didn't watch like Teen Mom?
Not really.
I love
No,
Teen Mom.
like I've seen episodes, but that was
so you
like
saw
always my
episodes.
sister's thing. Like,
She was about that life.
she was about that life. So
I
I
mean,
would see
that's
it with
why you
her.
came on the show like, can I give you a hug? You know?
Like, that's not how we do things
not
here.
normally how it goes down, but they were like, okay.
Like, I just needed hugs at that point.
Yeah.
I was like,
Right.
if I don't get
I feel you.
embraced right now, I'm gonna die.
I love that. So true. You
So
know?
if you guys can hug me, that'd be great.
Oh my
So
God, I love
yeah,
it.
we get Devin
too
on
good.
this fake date with Marie, and he scales the relationship or the potential
her
for
from
one
friend zone to girlfriend.
Yes.
at a 6. Not her looks,
No.
but the potential relationship.
And please,
Aubrey
O'Day.
Very smart. She says if we wanted scales, we would have them in our home.
Preach.
And yes, sis, come
Okay.
through. That's so true. I don't have a scale.
No.
You have a scale?
I don't.
I don't even know how much
Every
I weigh. I
time-
don't want to know. I'm
Every
scared.
time I go, like, you know, for a checkup, whatever, they're like, step on the scale. I'm like,
Right.
okay.
I have
then
one
I'm
in my
always
bathroom,
shocked.
and it's only because my roommate left it.
Oh God, those things are the devil.
I know. You won't catch me on one. My man, the chef, I be eating good.
Right.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Anyways, another day.
Anyways, different scale.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this scale's fucked up. All right, like who even rates like from friends? Only Devin. He's so calculated.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
There's a calculated vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but fortunately, you know, the ladies get called onto the beach. We get Shannon, who is it, Gilles, and Marie.
Okay, yeah.
And then we get Anthony B, who I think is so cute. What do you don't think so? I think he's really cute.
he's cute, but
I'm not
he
talking
just
about
confused
personality.
me.
I said he's cute.
Okay, he's cute.
Okay, he's really.
We can all agree. He got the dimples. He got
He's
the body.
really, really cute. But
Yeah.
then, you know, he comes into the house and he's so awkward.
Oh my God.
Is he already drunk?
wasn't as awkward as we thought.
He's
It
not
wasn't
drunk
really
walking
that-
in, is he?
No.
So he's just nervous.
I think just so nervous.
But he's been on a TV show before.
I know. Yeah. No.
So I'm just-
But it was cringy, honestly. Like such a sweet dude, so freaking sweet. But that entrance was the worst.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
It was the worst.
Yeah, I mean, we felt it.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you guys have any questions or anything you want to talk about, the number to call in is 424-354-8302. So make sure you guys hit us up and
Yes,
let
shout
us
us.
know. We can talk about how boring Anthony is or whatever it is you guys have to say.
I mean, he wasn't boring.
I
The
don't
thing
think
was,
he's
he's just awkward, and then he got from awkward to way too drunk. So I was like, is he still being awkward?
He was just trying to loosen up.
Okay.
I think he was really just like,
I
this
loved
is
it.
so
That was
awkward,
entertaining
so
for
I'm
me.
gonna get hammered.
Messy,
which-
Messy would
which
love
he's
that.
not alone
I
with
love
that.
it.
He's
I
not
love
alone
it.
in that.
I don't know why everyone was sitting there, or it was mostly like Devin that was going in on him. I think he's just jealous because
No,
Devin
people
said
were going
he was
in
like,
for
what,
sure.
a version of him? Like, when?
where?
If Devin was on my scale, what he looked like to
Scale from
Anthony,
Devin to Anthony B.
Devin would be a -1. A -1. Devin, a -1. If you were on my scale. Okay?
We know.
Just saying.
Oh my god.
Just saying.
Okay. Okay. What else? Let's talk about the Magic Mike. We love the Magic Mike
yeah.
moment. Billy
That was Sinse's
and
moment. She was
Mark,
feeling it.
Yeah.
for the twins.
Yeah.
Are you here for Lexi and Billy?
I am.
I am too.
love them together.
He's so happy.
So happy.
And I just love the way he can just like.
scoop her
I was
up
gonna
like
say
that.
the size difference is everything.
That is
Oh,
goals.
it is. It really is. Like, and the way
Yeah.
he scooped her up and walked her up.
Just one
carried
arm.
her up the stairs like that. I mean, I'd just be like, okay, for sure.
Again, you
Like-
guys, the number is 424-354-8302. Since you want to put it in the chat for
Okay,
them.
yeah, I got ya.
So you guys
right
don't
now.
hesitate to hit us up. I see you asking for the number.
Okay, 354. Are you gonna keep talking?
Yeah. Let's talk about this players party. What exactly is this party for? I'm so
yeah.
confused.
Just
Are
having
you
a
playing
party.
games? or-
Yes, it was like a game party. So there was like soccer, which turned into volleyball, and then there was like a ping pong net, and then there was horseshoes.
Caller.
We gotta call her on the line.
What up? What's your name? Where you from?
Hi, my name is Adrianna. I'm from Orlando, and
Hi.
I have a question for Alexis.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm ready.
So, if Cameron wasn't there on the show, what other person from the cast would you have been interested in?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Who would I have been interested in?
This is girl time, girl, so you can
I
keep
know.
it real. You know, we like the
No,
juice.
I'm really trying. It's so funny because I feel like people ask me that all the time. I'm always like, Tevin.
Okay.
Tevin would have
I'm
been
not
my
mad.
vibe.
Okay.
He's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
He was really down to earth. He was
Yes.
really. It didn't really show it a lot, but he was super nice to me when I got into the house, like making sure I was chill.
Yeah.
Whenever I like had a moment in the house, cried, aka all the time. He was always there. He's just like a
Tevin is a
super
really
sweet
good
Yeah,
guy.
we know Tevin
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
and we really love him. He's a really sweet guy.
Yeah.
So,
So
I can
great
see that.
question.
He would be my vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Well,
All
thanks
right,
for
thank you.
calling in.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Great question. Love that. It's
I
good.
do like that. I
was
wish
a
you
good
would have gotten away from Cam,
But it's okay. I mean, they had an actual relationship outside.
but it didn't work.
I mean, but they tried to make it work
I mean,
inside.
but you and then like so when you guys were broken up, is that when he would go back to the ex? How would you find out about that
I didn't
She
find out
didn't
about it until
know.
late. Yeah.
at all?
That's what we
No,
messed
that's
up.
what I'm saying. It's not like every time I would know and then we would get back together. I knew
Yeah.
nothing about that
Yeah.
at all. I'm talking about at all until it was over.
Yeah, he was really good, smooth about it. I mean, hell, I
And the thing
some
is
guys be
like
real smooth.
the thing for me is like, she must have really, really hated me to like not. I feel like I would be like, girl, so like, are you and Cam together? Because like he's
Right.
starting to come towards, and I'm not trying to do that. And I told her like I would have never gotten involved at all if I knew that you guys were still fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you know
Yeah, I
that
mean,
you
you
now know that
totally-
we are, but you're still doing it.
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm
I mean, well,
confused.
clearly she has the upper hand because she's living with him.
Right, she's there all the
so
time.
it's like, you know, she clearly has the upper hand. She can get it whenever she wanted it.
Right.
But it just sucks that like that blurriness and how he totally was just being like, oh, that's like, you know, fam, whatever. And guys really manipulate very well.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
Yeah.
I can attest to that. But moving on. You know, guys be really crazy.
What else was there to talk about?
Is there anything else?
It's a dry episode. You was right.
I mean, honestly. Oh, jeez. You guys help us out.
Yeah, I know.
Live chat. No, I mean, it really was, you know, Marie and...
I'm so sick of them dragging this out.
I mean, we're going to see. They had that talk, you know, she just wanted him to love her. And
then he said, if I do that, that's a lie.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, that was rough
I didn't
to
know that
see.
happened.
You didn't know that
Yeah.
happened.
I swear, I'm watching some of these episodes sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, I had no idea. I'm like, I did not know that conversation happened.
Do you see any of the connections between Aubrey and Mark at
Yeah.
all? You do.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
do we
all
not get
the
to
time.
see that?
All
I
the
love that.
time.
I wish-
Constantly.
Unfortunately, though, I actually have some tea.
Oh.
My God, you guys, I have
News
some
and gossip?
tea!
What?
I'm ready.
Okay, so
Yay!
shout out to all my like, you know, the chats or like X on the Beach challenge, all reality chat, like
Yeah.
all my peeps that I
Okay.
follow on Instagram. On their story, Elena and Mark were spotted.
I saw that.
Spotted at Disneyland.
I
Yes.
saw that. Wow.
I saw that too.
That's
Disney
the
World,
lamest thing
Disneyland.
I've
I'm
ever
pissed.
seen.
I'm pissed.
Yeah. So then his
they've
connection
been-
with Aubrey couldn't have been that great because he got out, went home, and went
They
to
were
Elena.
so cute in the house, though.
I know.
They really were.
I mean, it really upset me. I've been actually meaning to talk about this because it really upset me. I'm like, oh, here comes this bitch, Elena. Okay, over here with the Mickey ears. They still look
No, I saw
miserable,
it too.
but
I did.
Side
Yeah.
note, also adding to the tea, Anthony, not after this episode, I don't know, after the clip, they put out a clip of Shannon talking to him and talking about fight for this relationship, and he said, well, funny because in that he said that he wanted this to work and he wanted him and her to work, and they didn't show that at all.
That's what I'm telling you guys.
So
See,
I'm
I'm
just-
telling you, there was back and forth that.
So
it's
they out
making
here making
Shannon,
Shannon look crazy.
But in the
Oh
same
my God.
episode, he's saying, leave me alone and stop trying.
I'm telling
and
you,
then
it was a
it's-
back and forth thing.
What the fuck? It's the
No
most
wonder Shannon's so
toxic.
confused.
man.
Poor thing.
And he's also online. He's
Oh,
just
we
kidding.
got a
Pulling out the
caller.
heart. What up, caller? What's your name and where you from?
This is Terrence Matt.
Hey, Terrence.
Y'all remember me from last season?
What'd you say?
Y'all remember me from last season?
Terrence.
I don't.
You were on
Sorry.
X on the Beach?
No. I think he called.
No, that's all right. It's okay. No, I called last.
Oh, well, hey, again, it is good. I was like, man, you on X on the Beach? I feel like I would have recognized you.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
No,
What's
it's
up?
all
But I
good.
want to talk about Anthony and Shannon.
Okay.
Okay.
Talk about it.
Here's the thing. Like, I agree with Aubrey. Like, they need to end it because it is really toxic.
Agreed.
Yes.
obviously the feelings are still there because, you know, sometimes relationships, love isn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
So the feelings are still there, but, you know, obviously there's still just something wrong. They just need to let it go.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I definitely feel like I love what Aubrey's saying. You know, it's the typical toxic relationship. And, you know, she's like, girls, we need to get it together. We need to, like, you know, move on from these situations. So hopefully we get actually a conversation with Shannon and Aubrey. I think that would be a really dope conversation to have. And hopefully we get to see that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that Michi's part isn't done either. I think that Michi don't like play like that shoulder to cry on, like and swoop in and try and.
Oh, you think he gonna still try to hook up with Shannon?
Oh, I would be here for that though, because that would be messy.
I mean, they already started it.
Yes.
They just never finished it. So
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Okay.
And you said your name is Terrence?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna remember you now. Now I got you in my head. If you call back again, I'm gonna remember you.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, and, last season I also sent you to
Oh, he sent you
on
to
Twitter.
What was the
Twitter.
tea?
It was about the car thing with
Maya?
Malcolm and
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, I remember.
Terrence with the tea.
Terrence.
All right.
Terrence has all the tea.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right,
Good
good night.
All right, have a good night.
Okay.
Okay, he come with audible.
I know. No, the fans are really on it. I like that.
Yes, me too.
But no, I was saying earlier.
Yes, talk about it.
Anthony went online and was talking about. Did you see? He said stop body shaming, or when we body shame girls, it's wrong. But I guess because Kenya or who started the little dick energy? It was Kenya, right? She started saying little dick energy and talking about. Yeah, it was.
Oh.
And then he went online and said we shouldn't body shame. Blah blah blah. And there was a little back and forth. Did you know anything about that?
I saw him. Me, never. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. Like, I never actually know what's going on. But I did see him tweet that about body shaming.
Yeah.
Because we do it for something about you can't do it to do it girls.
Yeah.
Whatever he was saying.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the back and forth. I only saw his tweet.
Back and forth with who? With
well,
Kenya?
because no, they were talking about relationships and being real. Some relationships.
Oh wait, no,
are
I
real.
did see that.
Did you see that one? I was
Yes.
confused about that. Who are they talking about? Shannon
Does
and
that have to do with
Anthony
the
were
show?
like
It has to
teaming
do with
up.
the show. I
They
know.
were teaming up, saying that
And
their
then-
connection
and,
is
no,
real.
So him and Kenya had a back and forth.
Other people,
Okay.
yeah,
That's
because
what
Kenya
it
was
was.
like, "Who are you talking about?" And
Yeah.
he didn't want to say. Who is he talking about? Who do you think he's talking about?
Oh, I know who he's talking. I don't think I
Okay.
can say who.
Is it about the show?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes,
yeah.
he said we'll find out soon enough. So he's trying to out a certain
certain
couple.
And so he's upset
Saying that it's
because
fake.
someone told him that his
No,
dick was
that's
small.
a different. Sorry,
I didn't see the dick small one. I
Because I'm like,
saw
where's
that one.
the
No,
little dick
I'm just running
energy?
things together. No. So he's
different
talking
things.
about there's a couple in there with a fake relationship or connection that's
okay.
getting airtime or whatever.
And then Shannon was saying they're just coming for me because my emotions are real,
Real.
and other people's
I
aren't.
feel that.
So then
Okay.
Kenya jumped in it and was like, who are you talking about? So I don't think they would
Oh,
be
I thought
talking
they were
about.
talking about Devin and Marie, but then we all know that's he.
But why would Kenya feel some type of way about it?
Why would she?
Because I know her and Tevin's relationship ain't fake.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, so Anthony's not going to come for that
Unless she has
relationship.
another ex.
I mean, we know she does, but I don't think he's coming on the show.
So what was the little dick energy about, though? I'm trying to figure out who was upset about
because
that.
after Kenya went in the room with
and
Anthony,
said that.
she came down to the confessional and was
Right.
like, "Little dick energy."
So then he wanted to come out her about body
I don't know why
shaming.
we're still talking
Okay,
about
I
this.
just want to know. I mean, I would feel upset too.
No,
like,
but then I thought little dick energy was more a personality thing.
Yeah, not like an
okay.
actual physical thing.
You know,
I think
like
he was
it.
just
Like if you're a douchebag, you have little dick energy.
oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So if you're a gentleman, you have big dick energy.
oh, so that's like a thing.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
So
all right. Well,
it just means you're an asshole. Okay.
I'm here with the energies.
Work on yourself.
All right. Dick and energies. Got it.
dick and energies.
Okay.
All right.
Talk about.
Any questions in the live chat?
Oh, you know what? I think we actually have a couple of questions
do.
for Alexis.
I
Let
saw
me see here.
Cara in the live chat too. What
yeah,
up,
shout
girl?
out to Cara.
Cara, my Cara?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love
She
her.
said she loves you, by the way.
I love her. I love you, Cara.
All right. So Allie wants to know, what did you think of Jaless?
I liked Jaless.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I really did.
Did you really?
I really did. I really did. I mean, obviously, I don't want to come in and see someone.
Did you know? Wait, you
Like-
knew about the whole "I love you" thing and all that. So with between her and Cam
From the Shack of Secrets?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you didn't feel like you liked her so much and didn't care to be like, oh, hey, Cam, on the couch when you were all on the couch, rubbing him in front of her?
Yeah, well, that goes back to she was never.
It was
that
I
wasn't
love
a
you.
thing.
What?
Guys, being in that house, you start loving someone in frickin' 48 seconds. I knew, like, it wasn't real. You were in that house. There's frickin' no clocks, no phones, no TV. You have to talk and chill with people.
Right.
You have to.
So don't the connections build somewhat faster?
Yeah, but it's like you literally forget that
Did you
there's
guys
a real
ever
life.
like have a full conversation?
Yeah.
Like
Gillette and I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gillette and I are cool.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
then, because we get that moment of her where she's like watching Anthony hook up, she's watching
upset.
Cam hook up, and she's not happy. She's with
Right.
her hot dog.
But clearly
and-
she ain't thinking about her.
I know she's
doing her
not
thing.
thinking about her, but Gillette was mad with her hot
no,
dog.
poor
so
thing.
poor baby.
And you know what? And I give it for Gillette. I even told her she came in last week. She handled it so well. And like we all want her to find love. And
yeah.
we gonna see.
Speaking of
see.
which, you know, she has her eye on Anthony B. Smart girl.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I'm here
What's
for it
up?
as
We
well.
have Zion wanting to know, what were your first thoughts coming into the house?
I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And especially because I went into the Shack of Secrets right
Yeah.
when I walked in. I just had no freaking idea. I was like gonna throw up and pee myself and cry at the same time. That was my vibe.
Oh, that's intense.
That was my vibe.
You totally didn't show that.
That was my full vibe. Yeah, that's how I felt walking in.
Okay.
For sure. And then they're all sitting there on the couch and I was just like, death.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Reality TV's crazy.
I mean,
man.
I
that's
can
why I talk
imagine
about it, because that's
this-
just fun.
Specific show, like when you walk in and then you see Aubrey, you know who Aubrey is walking in, right?
Yeah,
So it's just
absolutely.
like, is she a diva?
Aubrey is so sweet. She's a diva. Of course she's a diva.
Okay.
She's Aubrey. But
Yeah.
but she's so nice.
Oh my
She's,
gosh.
Yeah. No, she's
I would
sweet.
totally, if I was there with Aubrey O'Day, I'd be like, girl, we are lip syncing Showstopper right the fuck now.
Wow.
we were
We
were slow.
We're doing things with the girls down south.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
No, yeah.
I would
Of
totally.
course she's a diva, but she's great. I love
Yeah.
Aubrey.
Did you see any of the back and forth with her and Devon, or had that died out already?
I wasn't really there for much of it.
Really?
There was some back and forth. They'd say like snarky comments to each other, but no, it definitely wasn't like at the forefront.
But they still weren't getting along. Like they weren't friends at all.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't blame
I don't
her.
ever remember them like being homies.
We know you don't blame her, Sinse.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. I really
That's
don't.
not a fan.
Yeah, I really don't, like, whatever. He can do what he wants, but
Yeah.
it's just the wrong show for him. Because I loved him on the challenge.
Did you?
I did. I love that he was going for Johnny Bananas, and I was like, I'm here for this all, but like, this was just not the right show for him.
Is this when you
Vibe.
started to dislike him?
Yeah. Because I'm like, why are you on this show?
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe he's really just looking for love, Sinse.
Oh,
No?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I everyone deserves love, but, I don't know. I don't really have a thought on that.
Okay.
I mean, go find your love.
Okay.
It ain't Marie.
made it
Do you
very
think
clear.
Marie?
Okay.
Do you think Marie is feeling her ex at all? Anthony B.
That was kind of
The
awkward,
weird
too.
thing. She said
Okay.
like my little bro or
Oh.
something. And
Girl, I was like,
that I sometimes want to. What was that?
I'm like, whoever feels that way? Well, clearly
The
Cameron.
whole like family, like
Clearly
I'm
it's a
so
thing,
confused.
guys.
I've
Cameron
never.
was like referring to his ex as his
sister,
Is
but
that a
apparently
thing
they
to like
Oh my
refer to
God,
your
I'm
exes
done.
as family? That's a thing.
I mean, I guess you go through life, but no, my exes be cut.
My friend,
Goodbye.
yeah, my exes don't exist, let alone family. Go home.
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
Do
on
you-
that note,
any predictions?
let's get into predictions, shall we? Let's do it.
And now,
What?
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Yes, thank you, Lena. She's agreeing with me about the Devin thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about predictions. I know what I want to happen.
Okay. What do
you
I
want to happen?
kind of want Billy and Lexi.
Okay.
I don't want that to work.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't think they're really. That's not a thing to me. I can't see them outside of that house being a thing. So I think it'll maybe an ex of his will come in or an ex of hers. Didn't someone say that this episode? Like. Maybe yeah, because Mark was like, "Oh, I worry about that because he really likes her."
I know Billy will get
So,
his heart
it'd be
crushed.
messy.
Oh man.
I love
You just
him,
want it to be
but-
messy.
Yeah, that's it. I love him,
Messy
but I
Melody
need the
for
drama
ya.
because look how dry it is when they're
No,
getting
I know.
along. No,
Don't
so
worry.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
plenty
It
of.
needs to
there's gonna be
hurry up.
plenty of tea.
And I miss Kenya, so come the
I
fuck
was just about
back.
to say, I'm
Right.
like, I'm ready for her to come back, make an appearance. I'm trying to just see, Celeste find some love here. We're gonna see what's going on with Shannon and Anthony. I need them to be on the same page. And yeah, I would like to see Aubrey kind of, have this talk with Shannon.
What
Maybe
do you
I'll
mean?
see this coming. Like,
No.
just like to give her advice.
She's already saying like, what was the line?
What?
Small dick energy pulling queens. So she sees that like all the girls are going for these freaking.
Yeah, I just want her
Whatever
to
they
step
are.
and be like, girl.
I don't want to say anything
I don't
mean
know.
because they might be coming into the studio soon.
I mean, look. It's just life,
Yeah, no, I'm not really feeling this episode. I'm not feeling
So
this
anyway.
at all.
Well, it's okay.
It's too happy right now.
It's not too happy. It's just, there's some drama. It's just, okay. So anyways, y'all, we want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We were so glad to have you here, Alexis.
So happy to
you
be
gave
here.
us all the tea. It was so much fun. Where can everyone follow you?
Instagram, Alexis Hana, 2 A's at the end. Alexis Hana Music on Twitter. I'm all over the place.
Yes. Okay, guys, check her out and make sure you guys tune in next week. The boys will be back. Don't worry. As always, I'm your host, Melody, and you can find me everywhere at Melody_Rose.
And I'm in Sinse.
It's a week.
It's been a long. I need to go home and drink some more tea and go to sleep. I mean, clearly, it's been a day. You can follow me at Sinse Don't Play.
Yes. All right, guys. Make sure you check us out next week. Until next time.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.